Hello, dear students. Today we will start second part of the third chapter. Two stories about flying. The name of second part is The Black Aeroplane, and it was written by Frederick Forsyth. In this story, he had written about his disastrous experience. So the theme of the story is like that. Frederick Forsyth describes quite an unique but mysterious experience during the flight from Paris to London. Means he was going to his home. During the flight, he was lost amid mountains of dark clouds. He could not believe his eyes. The compass was dead. It would not work. He received no answer from Paris control either. He could see another aeroplane flying next to him through the storm. He followed the strange aeroplane till he could see the runway and was safe. When asked from the control center, he was told that no plane except his own was flying in the storm. Where did the aeroplane come from? Who was the man who asked him to follow him? Where did he disappear after leaving him in safety? These are the questions which are still surrounded in mystery. So now the story. The moon was coming up in the east behind me, and stars were shining to the clear sky above me. There was not a cloud in the sky. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. Countryside means village area. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France, back to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in the morning. I should call Paris control soon, I thought as I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane. I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS-088 here. Can you hear me? I am on my way to England, over. The voice from the radio answered me immediately. DS-088, I can hear you. You ought to turn 12 degrees west now. DS-088, over. I checked the map and the compass, switched over to my second and last fuel tank, and turned the Dakota 12 degrees west towards England. I will be in time for breakfast. I thought, a good big English breakfast. Everything was going well. It was an easy flight. So the simple meaning of these lines are like that. The moon was coming in the clear sky. The narrator was flying his old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. He contacted Paris control for instructions, and he was asked to turn 12 degrees west. He thought that he would be in time for English breakfast. Means राइटर जो है किसी न किसी हालत में पेरिस से इंग्लैंड पहुंचना चाहता था ब्रेकफास्ट के समय पर। Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me when I saw the clouds. Storm clouds, they were huge. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. I knew I could not fly up and over them, and I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. I ought to go back to Paris, I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. So the narrator was saying that Paris was 150 kilometers behind him. He saw the cloud in the sky. They were storm clouds. They looked like black mountains standing in front of him. He could not avoid by flying up and over them. He did not have enough petrol, fuel to fly around them, north and south. He thought of going back to Paris, but he wanted to go home for breakfast. वो वापस जाना चाहता था, लेकिन उसे घर जाने की लालसा थी. That's why he entered in that storm. Now, next line. I will take the risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight in the storm. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. I looked at the compass. I could not believe my eyes. The compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. It would not work. The other instruments were suddenly dead. Too, I tried the radio. Paris control, Paris control, can you hear me? There was no answer. The radio was dead too. I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see where I was. I was lost in the storm. So the meaning of these lines like that, the narrator took the risk because before that he decided to go back. But the greed of reaching his hometown forced him to enter in the storm and take the risk. So the narrator took the risk. He flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. He could not see anything outside. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. He looked at the compass. It was dead. The other instrument was suddenly dead too. He tried the radio to contact Paris control. There was no answer. He did not know where he was. He was in a very hopeless situation. Our narrator ने जर्नी स्टार्ट तो कर ली, बट ही वॉज सीज्ड बाय द स्टॉर्म. सो नेक्स्ट, देयर इन द black clouds quite near me, I saw another airplane. It had no light on its wing, but I could see it flying next to me. Through the storm, I could see the pilot's face turn towards me. I was very glad to see another person. He lifted one hand and waved. It means moved hand. Followed me. He was saying, "Follow me." He knows that I am lost. I thought he is trying to help me. He turned his aeroplane slowly in the north in front of my Dakota so that it would be easier for me to follow him. I was very happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child. So, the narrator was lost in the storm. Suddenly he saw another aeroplane. The black aeroplane was flying next to him. He could see the pilot's face. He was glad to see another person. "Follow me," he said, waving his one hand. The narrator followed him like an obedient child. So after half an hour, the strange black aeroplane was still there in front of me in the cloud. Now there was only enough fuel in the old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. I was starting to feel frightened again, but then he started to go down and I followed through the storm. Suddenly I came out of the clouds and saw two long straight lines of lights in front of me. It was a runway, an airport. I was safe. I turned to look for my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. There was nothing there. The black aeroplane was gone. I could not see it anywhere. Means the narrator followed the black aeroplane for half an hour. Now there was only enough fuel in the old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes. तो उस ब्लैक एरोप्लेन का को फॉलो करते हुए नरेटर को आधा घंटा हो गया. उसके बाद उसने देखा कि अब उसके फ्यूल टैंक में सिर्फ 10 मिनट उड़ान भरने लायक ही फ्यूल है. Then he started going down. He saw two straight line of lights before him. It was a runway, an aeroplane. He cried in joy. He turned to look for his friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. He wanted to say thank you to his rescuer. So, फिर वह नीचे की ओर जाने लगा. जब वो उसने देखा कि उसके फ्यूल टैंक 10 मिनट तक ही चल पाएगा, तो तभी क्या हुआ, फिर वो नीचे की ओर उसका जहाज़ जाने लगा, उसका ब्लैक एरोप्लेन. उसने अपने सामने रोशनी की 2 लाइनें देखी. वो जहाज़ का उड़ान पथ था. तो खुशी से चिल्लाया, ओह इट इज़ एयरपोर्ट. वह काले जहाज़ में बैठे अपने मित्र को देखने के लिए मुड़ा, लेकिन आकाश खाली था. वो अपने रक्षक को धन्यवाद करना चाहता था, बट देयर वॉज नो वन. आई लैंडेड एंड वॉज नॉट सॉरी टू वॉक अवे फ्रॉम द ओल्ड Dakota नियर द कंट्रोल टावर. आई वेंट एंड आस्क्ड अ वुमन in the control center where I was and who the other pilot was. I wanted to say thank you. She looked at me very strangely and then laughed. Another aeroplane? Up there in the sea storm. No other aeroplanes were flying tonight. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar. So who helped me to arrive there safely without a compass or a radio and without any more fuel in my tanks? Who was the pilot on the strange black airplane flying in the storm without lights? जब नरेटर टर्न हुआ अपने रेस्क्यूअर को थैंक कहने के लिए, तो उसने देखा कि वहाँ पे कोई एयरपोर्ट नहीं था. देन आफ्टर लैंडिंग ही वेंट टू द कंट्रोल टावर. वो कंट्रोल टावर गया. ही आस्क्ड द लेडी देयर वेयर ही वाज. उसने वहाँ उपस्थित औरत से पूछा. ही ऑल्सो आस्क्ड हु द अदर पायलट वाज. दूसरा पायलट कौन था? शी लुक्ड एट हिम स्ट्रेंजली व्हेन ही आस्क्ड दैट दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन. सो स्ट्रेंजली she laughed and saw him. She replied that no other airplane was flying that night. She could only see his aeroplane on the radar. Who helped the narrator to arrive there safely without a compass on a radio and without any more fuel in his tanks. It remained an unsolved mystery. उसको किसने बचाया? उस स्टॉर्म से ऐसा कौन व्यक्ति था जो उसे बचा करके लाया? ये अंत तक मिस्ट्री बनी रही. लेकिन जो पायलट था वो सेफ रहा, वो इंग्लैंड पहुंचा, लेकिन वो क्वेश्चन उसे हमेशा ही परेशान करता था. सो टुमारो we will discuss question answer of this chapter. Thank you.